Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of goofballs in love that love doing some trailer reactions together.
We do.
And it's Triple Trailer Tuesday, people! Which means we got 3 trailer reactions coming out for you. But actually, it's another special Triple Trailer Tuesday. So we did this for Gears of War, and now we're doing this for Darksiders. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 trailers, and we're going to do the intros for 1, 2, and 3 for Darksiders. So it's a new franchise that we're going to be covering on this channel, and have been getting a lot of requests for it, so looking forward to it. And yeah, that's that. Ooh, that's cool.
It's
logo.
there, beneath the stench of this place. You can sense it.
There are things even you should fear, horseman.
Oh,
Once
cool.
you were strong, but now you are weak and you are alone.
Which one of the 4 horsemen is he?
I can grant your every wish.
Can you restore the balance?
The destroyer knows of your coming.
Oh, his fists!
And now he moves his legions against you.
Then I'll make this quick.
Oh, just
Oh, that was badass.
yeah. Hated by half.
Perhaps we can strike a deal.
You won't like my terms.
Driven by Vengeance is right up our alley.
Yep.
War. Are you here to play executioner?
Oh, nice.
That was a great trailer.
Yeah.
Since the dawn of time, the armies of heaven and hell have waged an endless war. Drawn to the conflict was the Charred Council, an entity bound by ancient laws to preserve order and balance.
Think like Boogie
It
Boogie.
held that any great power, unchecked, threatened the very fabric of the
Makes it
universe.
even Cerberus because it's 3
In
heads.
time,
Yeah.
heaven and hell
Cerberus, are you believe?
came to honor the council and its laws, for none were beyond the swift and terrible justice of the council's enforcers. A fearsome brotherhood known as the 4 Horsemen. Amid the turmoil, the first humans emerged. The council foretold that these weak but cunning creatures would someday be integral to the balance. Thus, a 3rd kingdom was named, the Kingdom of Man. By order of the council, a truce was forged between heaven and hell.
Cool swords.
The Great Pact was bound by 7 seals, to be broken at the appointed time, when man's kingdom stood ready for the End War. A battle that would bring balance and determine the ultimate fate of the 3 kingdoms.
Nice.
Boulevard on-ramp. It's like a blocking accident in World War III.
Scientists continue to predict the nature of this species through the Mars.
see. Death awaits us all.
Is that Mormont?
He's doing the same thing.
Proclaim it once.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw and beheld a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And lo, there was a great earthquake. The sun became black. For the great day of his wrath has come. And who shall be able to stand?
What are you doing? He's gonna stab you. Oh.
Damn.
What the?
I think that was one of the four horsemen.
Darksiders 2.
Yeah.
There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horseman War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other horsemen? Fearless enforcers of the Council's will. What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim, countless realms pursued and burned them to ash. But four amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The four would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded horsemen formed. And the riders' first task was to purge their own breath from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls.
Oh,
It's like
damn.
Thresh's Lantern.
Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the four, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother.
Death.
He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner,
Death.
Death. To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
Kind of looks like he has a duck. Badass horse though.
The must be stopped.
Which horseman?
Hello, brother.
Oh, she's so cool!
Oh, hell yeah, she is.
Her hair.
You accept this undertaking, though they are 7, and
Maybe just the way it's animated, it looks kind of like fire almost.
With pleasure.
Release the fury. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
She's amazing. Oh, I still want to play as her.
War's a badass too.
Yeah, he's fine.
You loved him when you first saw him.
the Creator construct a universe teeming with imperfection, misery, sin. Among the scholars of both heaven and hell, this query is known as the riddle of sorrows. If sin is itself a part of the grand design, is not sin then, by definition, divine? A question for the sages. Though one particularly restless bunch kept a robust relationship to the topic. The Nephilim. Spawn of angels and demons. Warriors, relentless, unstoppable, blood mad. Until they were betrayed by 4 of their own. War, death, fury, and strife. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Inconceivable power was bestowed upon the traitors by those sworn to maintain symmetry twixt order and chaos. The Charred Council. Bear witness as the Council holds court to end the Nephilim War in the name of balance.
You know he did air quotes.
This is the new pact. War, bringer of worldwide fire. You are the juggernaut of all pain. Death, dark soul of eternity. You are the deepest decay. You are anti-life. Strife, endless spirit of timeless unrest. You are all that is unsettled in the hearts of that which lives and breathes. And finally, fury, terrible engine of rage. You are the machine that...
Are we to waste our time or are we to fight?
I love her.
Forward and recognize, horseman. You are the most impatient of your kin. The least predictable, dancing on the edge of your own reality.
Oof.
Your brothers understand the undertaking set before them. But do you?
Still talking. Shall I have death fetch us some tea? Or get on with it?
Fury,
Fucking love her.
your role in this story is yet to be written. I wonder, will you light the flame of creation anew? Or stomp out the embers for good?
Probably the latter.
The former. She just doesn't abide by the patriarchy.
Dreams more thrilling than reality. Had I known the new pact would be so exciting, I would have let war separate my head from my neck then and there. Is it possible to die of boredom?
Aww.
She's got an awesome horse.
Rampage. Bored as I am, perhaps you're just lazy. If I didn't love you so much, I'd kill you just for something to do. The call? Finally. please, please tell me you're a planet of demons that needs slaying. Or two. War. What pathetic fate have you brought upon yourself, brother?
Watch your tongue.
She's got like the Thundercats
I may
logo on.
be least favored of all the horses, but my tongue never found me chained to a rock like some dog.
Fury, approach us.
I take it there is a mess that needs tending to.
Though you jest, you speak true. War has broken his vows to this council and shattered the seventh seal.
The apocalypse. Why would he...
We know not yet. As we speak, Earth falls beneath the spears of heaven and the hammers of hell.
That's not a good spot to be in.
So the horsemen are to ride.
No. While the Char Council seeks to understand how and why the traitor war has committed this abominable act, there is a matter that requires delicate attention.
You should have called Strife. He's the delicate one.
The seven deadly sins have been released, by whom we cannot say, but the seven roam the earth, free of our prison. The balance between order and chaos is already in jeopardy. The seven cannot be left unchecked. War is in chains. Death is missing.
Oh no.
Strife attends to other matters. The last time you faced the sins, it required all four of you.
I can handle those fools in my sleep. But when this task is complete, I demand that you grant me my rightful place leading the horsemen.
If you would trade obedience for a title, so be it. But never make a demand upon us, horsemen. You depart immediately.
Greetings, Miss Fury. I must admit, this is a fortuitous fate.
A watcher? You doubt my allegiance?
Please, be not cross. I am such an admirer. Scratch that. I'm a fan. You are the horseman. The only one that matters.
Ouch.
Enough! I will allow you to accompany me. Just stay out of my way.
I will be as unto a shadow. Steadfast. Silent.
More silence!
Go! Seek out the place called Haven. Your quest for the seven deadly begins there.
Fury, wait. Whatever has passed between us, search your heart. You cannot believe I am guilty of these crimes. Something is wrong with the universe. Be vigilant, Fury.
I believe you are.
Forces conspire against us. Heed my words.
I'm not sure that she doesn't. But she's not going to get answers there.
True.
Lots of entrance.
All right, so that was super cool. I definitely, I love this franchise. That was awesome. I mean, the Four Horsemen being a part of it, and I mentioned Strife is the next one in the series. Who's your favorite? I have no idea.
I think Fury might be my favorite character of all time.
Oh my god.
She's fucking awesome. She takes no prisoners. She calls bullshit when she sees it. I love her. I absolutely love her. I so want to play this game.
And so appropriate that Fury is a woman. You know, hell hath no fury. And so
Beware. It's so true.
Her design was really cool. I liked Death. War looks like a badass, like just like a beast, and you know, I mean, give me War, I guess, you know, rightfully so. I still think my favorite trailer might have been the first one. I mean, Fury's trailer was really cool, but the first one was just like, you know, since it was so new, it really like, I mean, obviously the graphics, you know, improved when it got to Fury's, but Wars was just like, it like sucked me into the universe right away. So I think that's not always easy to do, and I thought that was really impressive. That like for a first trailer to see, I really enjoyed that one.
I think that's a really good way of putting it, because the first trailer sucked me into the world, which set it up so well for Fury's trailer, which sucked me into a character.
Yeah.
I thought it was it's going to be so interesting to play a game and be cheering for the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I feel like those are often characters you would cheer for.
Yeah.
My biblical knowledge is not that great. It's probably, you're going to have more than I will.
I don't know about that.
But
I should, since I went to Catholic school, but I don't know about that.
it is just kind of interesting, the idea of heaven and hell always waging war, and we're always caught in the middle. And I don't know, there was something about the scene with Mormont when we were, or at least who we think was Mormont.
Yeah, the live action one.
And talking about like God's fury and all this, and it was it's a very interesting concept, and it's not actually the first game that we've seen that's based on biblical references, but I like their approach to this, and it kind of had me sitting here like, who am I cheering for? I mean, I've never liked the idea of a wrathful God who's just out to like tell us we all suck.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool, the idea of, you know, fury and death and war and strife being so awesome, and the heroes we're cheering for. The council, jury's out on them, but I don't think they're so great. And we haven't seen a whole lot of the heaven side of things, so I'm not...
We saw the one angel kind of getting like eviscerated as I think it was in the first intro. Like the demon had come down, like the meteor had come down, like and the demon like lifted it up. It looked like you know the angel with wings or whatever, like that was in the armor. I think that was the only thing we saw really of heaven. Yeah. When the second live action trailer happened, and he talked about you know the Pale Rider and you know hell followed with him. Like you know the Pale Rider was death and hell followed with him. I should have known like when they showed the different sort of horsemen that was death. But for some reason I just didn't connect the dots real quickly. But I do like that passage, and like it always makes me think of Tombstone.
Tombstone, yep.
Yeah, with the opening of Tombstone with that one when Ringo talks about it.
Which if you haven't seen Tombstone, I highly recommend it.
Oh, you have to see Tombstone. It is so great. I mean, it's got like 90s cheese all over it.
All over it.
There are some moments where it's like the slow motion. Kurt Russell standing in. He plays Wyatt Earp standing in the river. No! As he raises his gun. Like, at the time, it was super badass, but, like, rewatching it, it's, like, super cheesy. And actually, you know, I'd read a book about Doc Holliday because Bethany got it for me for either my Christmas or my Christmas. I have a Christmas. It's mine. I own it. I don't want to share Christmas with other people. Either as my Christmas present or as my birthday present. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, it was a really good book on Doc Holliday, and actually the events in Tombstone are closer to what actually happened than the Wyatt Earp one, which the Wyatt Earp movie, like they came out around similar times. I always thought that one was like drier and not as fun, and I'm like okay, this is probably closer to like what the reality of it was, but it's just not as like fun and interesting. But actually, the Tombstone one is actually more accurate. So and yeah, it was a really good book. I don't normally read those kind of biographies, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I scored on that gift giving session. Yes,
for sure. And it was the best My Christmas ever. Anyways, thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Darksiders 1, 2, and 3, the trailers and the intros. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.